This, I will say, was encouraged by, I had to help several people with their smartphone, gave them some suggestions, and it changed their camera photography life. And they were like, "Oh my gosh, Ron, I was never the same." I had one friend during the CQ event, and I shared with her, this is how you focus and expose on your smartphone so you can get better pictures. And she has not stopped using it. Anytime, because every time you use your phone, you will be using this function. You will not do what you've been doing, taking your phone or your camera out your pocketbook or your back pocket or wherever you put your phone and just take it out and photograph. No, y'all, no. You are going to start taking pictures like a pro. And here we go. Mastering focus and exposure on your smartphone camera. There you have it. Here we go. Here we go. Introduction. Want sharper photos and better lighting? Here's how to use focus and exposure touch features on your smartphone. Focus like a pro. Tap on the part of your screen where you want to focus. This tells your camera what's most important in the frame. Perfect for making your subject stand out. So when you have your phone, next, you see this? You see this? Do you see this? Can you see my little cursor? Can you see my cursor here? Maybe you can, maybe you cannot. But you see that little box around the girl wearing green? Do you see that? That box appears when you tap on the girl's face. You tap on the girl's face, the camera knows I'm going to focus on the girl with the green shirt. Now, if I wanted to focus on the girl that was in the front, I just take my finger and tap it on her face. And now the phone will focus on her and indicate, the computer says, okay, that is the primary person I'm trying to photograph. So your index finger, use your index finger as your tool. Anywhere on the screen you put your fingertip, your camera is going to focus. It's going to focus. So no more just generically taking out your pocket, taking your camera out and just taking a shot. The camera doesn't know what you don't tell it. Right? Next. Same here. Fireworks are going. Take out your finger. Put it on the fireworks. You're going to get a sharper image on the fireworks. So that way the camera knows not to look on the left, not to look to the right, not to look at the piers. It knows to go to the focus. The focus point is your finger saying, go here. Every time you take a picture, you must tell your camera where to focus with your index finger or any finger you want to use, but most of the time it's your index finger. Same thing here. Now, I put this in here because these are all from online. Like you see this little square. Can I pop this up a little bit? Let me see if I can. I can't magnify. Oh, there we go. Look at that. You see that? You see that square? You see? And it's on her eye. Let me say something about that. Let me say something about the eyeball. Cameras are calibrated for the eyeball. That's the big cameras, the small cameras, your point and shoot. They are calibrated for contrast. Why? Your eye has contrast. Your eye has natural contrast. Your subject of a person has contrast, meaning dark and light, black and white, blue and white, green and white. So there's a reason why when you take a portrait of a person, if you want to take good portrait photos with your phone, put your camera in portrait mode, and then take your finger, your index finger, and tap on the eye of the individual, and it will see the contrast in the eye, and then focus on the face, right? Tap on the eye on the phone, and it will focus the face, and the face will be beautifully sharp, and you'll be like, wow, I can't believe I have a sharp image. I have a sharp image. Next, control the light. After focusing, look for the brightness slider, usually a sun icon. Slide it up for more light or down for less, so your image is perfectly exposed. So folks, you're like, oh my gosh, how do I get that exposure right? There's too much light because I'm in a room with lots of light. How do I bring it down? This built into your phone. Every modern phone has it. Here we go. You see this little slider over here on the left-hand side. You see this little square box, but right next to that focus box is a slider with a little sunlight. If you put your finger on that, you can adjust how bright and how dark, what we call exposed, overexposed, or high exposure or low exposure, by putting your little finger on that slider. Slide it up and down, and you will see your screen get darker or lighter. So no more overexposed photos. Let's say you're in a gymnasium watching a sport game. The lights are just too bright. You can darken it. Then maybe you're in a dark room and you're not getting enough light. You can slide that up and it will get brighter. It will compensate for the light. Use that slider. This is going to change your photography forever. Forever. You will never take a picture the same way again. Go and use that slider, baby. Use that slider. Slide your slider. Slide your slider. And you will get the right exposure every time. It's right there on your screen. You don't have to fumble for buttons or anything. It's right there at your fingertip. Right? You see here, the gentleman is sliding. He sees the child is in a darker spot. He puts his finger on the slider and it lights up a little bit so that he can take the picture. Use the slider. It is how you use exposure. This is not just for iPhones. This is also on your Samsung phones, your Androids. Lock it in. Very few people use this feature on their phone, but it is so worth it. Lock it in. Hold your finger on the screen until you see AE/AF. Lock. This keeps both focus and exposure steady, even if you move your phone. No more accidental changes. I'm going to read this one more time because this is so important because people don't use it, but they should. Hold your finger on the screen. Remember that area you want to focus on, wherever you want to focus on. Take that finger, put it on that person's face or that object. Hold it there. Like hold it there. Like count 1, 2, 3. Hold it there, and this keeps both the focus and the exposure steady. Even if you move the camera, it will stay in focus on that spot. No more axial changes. So you won't have to compensate any longer. You can keep it on lockdown. Like this person's doing. Hold AE, AF lock. You will see this on your screen. Hold it there. Count 1, 2, 3. It'll pop up and lock. Now, once it's locked, you can just continue to take pictures and not have to keep focusing and putting the finger on the glass. It will know the distance already. It has already compensated, calculated the distance, the exposure, and now you can move around a little bit. You want to take the waterfall, you want to take this, you want to go there. Same thing here. You see all these little objects. They're all in the same plane. They're all in the same area. So all you need to do is lock on one. This also works on your video. This all that I'm talking about does work on your video. And lock in and take the picture. You can move the camera to the left, move the camera to the right, move it up, move it down, and it's going to stay in focus because the distance is focusing for the distance. Y'all carrying conversation out there. Let's focus, right? So focus. This is how you lock it in. For instance, you're taking pictures of things moving fast. A person walking across the street. Let's say you want to take a picture and you want the exposure to be correct on one individual walking across the street or walking in front of you. You want to focus on that person and you want to lock it there. And wherever that person goes, it's going to lock in on that person. Meanwhile, as it's locking on that person, you don't have to make adjustments. And you get some interesting, beautiful pictures because then your subject is clear because it's on lock. And then the backgrounds are nicely soft blurs, right? You get that blurry, milky background like a professional. There you have it. Let's go to the next one. See again, focus. Let me see. Let me get that off. You can see, like you see how the focus is at the contrast between the sky, which is white, and the mountains. Bam, it's going to now be crisp. Right? Right? Here we go. Next. Conclusion. Conclusion of the matter. Try it out and level up your smartphone photography game. You can do this. You can do this. Use your finger, your tip of your finger. It controls your camera. Your photo outcomes are due to your little beautiful index finger. Point on the person, point on the object that you want to focus. Use the slider for exposure, adjusting the light, adjusting the darkness. Then on top of that, if you want to get really creative, take your finger, hold it for 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, on the subject object, and it will lock onto that person or thing. And then you don't have to worry about focusing again. You can just let it, you can move the camera, but it's going to stay focused on that person. See, there you go. Now, did y'all learn something today? Did you learn something today? I hope you did. I hope you did. Did you learn something today? Who learned something? Who learned something? I saw someone said something that they learned today. Who was it? Let me go in here. You know, Lisa's a bad student. Carrying on conversations. Students, do not talk in class. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Daisy says thank you. Lisa Silly gonna y'all get y'all in trouble. Daisy says wow. Rashawn says wow. Y'all didn't know this information. Lisa's saying no, leave me alone. Stop talking to me. I'm looking straight ahead at the blackboard. Rashawn said, I just learned something new today about the slider. Thanks, Ron. This is what we do in this community. At the end of the day, you know, I'm a photographer, and we're going to talk photography. There you go. What else is in the building? Lisa says, yes. Oh, sorry, I said, see, I told y'all I'm not getting detention for y'all. Dr. Taji says, fantastic. Jenny says, I did. Hands applaud. Jenny says, wow, like Rashawn, just learned a bunch of new stuff. Big thanks. Big thanks. Chris says, thumbs up. Hannah applauds. Dwanette, I learned that exposure tip is a game changer. It is a game changer. This is how you use your smartphone. It will change your photography forever. Every time you pick up that camera, now you're going to know. Besides making sure your lens is clean, make sure your lens is clean before you get started. Like some people walk up to me and say, hey, Ron, can you take a picture of me? And I say, did you clean your lens? They go, oh. Clean your lens. Then I'll take your picture. Clean your lens. Where's your cloth? You should always have these around you, right? These eyeglass things. Clean your lens. And then use your index finger. Right? Anyway, just want to make sure y'all know that information. Again, if you are in this building, you like what we do here, you want to know more information, go to my website, ronlouisphotos.com, and sign up for the email. Sign up for the email. We may not be able to do online in the future, but we have the resources of email. Email has been around forever. It's the one consistent thing that's been around forever. Also, if you are in need of an event photographer here in New York City or outside of New York City, I travel everywhere. I do corporate events. I do family events, all kinds of events, news events. Make sure you pass my name on or call me yourself. And this month we are going to do our Patreon. This is Patreon month for the month of April. So I'm going to continually talk about the Patreon community because that is how we do what we do here. And become a Patreon member. Don't be a free member. Even though there's a lot of you who are free Patreon members, but you get all of the good stuff when you become a Patreon member. What do you get? Well, let me show you what you get because April is Patreon month. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this real quick. Okay, here we go. And here's my wonderful screen. And I'm going to share with you. Right, here we go. I'm going to pop this off the screen right there. And here you go. Look at that on the Patreon page. Right? So on Patreon, this is a lesson. This lesson is here for you to have anytime you go on for the paid people on Patreon. That's a lesson. That is one of the lessons. Let me pop here. Leave that. And will it go there? Yep, it's still up. It's still up there. There we go. And there we go. There's all the lessons that we do. Everything we do is in there. Everything we do. It's available to the paid members. I don't know why there's free members when you come every day and you get something. But if it's worth $5 a month to you, put in $5 a month. If it's worth $20, I mean, it's reasonable, right? If you want to do $5 a month, that's cool. If you want to do $25 a month, if you want to do $100 a month, whoever, however you want to support, support. You will never outgive me. I guarantee it. I am well worth more than $5. Shoot. If you really want to know how much I'm worth, how about dropping those thousands? No. But seriously, you want to know all the information? It's all here for you on the Patreon page. Events, things that are happening, Motivation Mondays, Tip Tuesdays, specials, giveaways. I'm just saying, I'll be talking about Patreon every day or every other day for the month of April, because that's how this community pays for all the things that are required, like StreamYard. That's a $50 bill every month to be on here, to serve you, to serve you. It's all about serving you. Everyone participate, right? Okay. I just wanted to make sure I share that with you all. Okay. And then also, if you want to start advertising on this platform, and you can do that too, because you know what? Every month there are 92,000 views of this channel. 92,000. And that's not including the people when we're on repeat. We are on repeat on Indie Soup. Indie Soup has 25,000 plus subscribers. Right? And that is, look, we only have 657, 58 subscribers, and 92,000 get to see what we do here in a month. So if you want to advertise here, let's talk. Let me know. You want to advertise something you're doing, something you're selling, something you're creating, you want more eyes on it, you can put it here and we can do something like this. Like one of our Patreon members, she has, let me just pop that on the screen. They have a tobacco company. She's a major contributor to our Patreon community. There we have it, Rolling Clouds. So again, this is your community. Take care of your community, right? It's not me. I'm the facilitator. It is your community. Can I get an amen? Am I saying something that's wrong? Am I saying something crazy? Nah, I don't think so. Daisy says, I'm going to purchase extra lens cloth. Go into any eyeglass place. Go to any eyeglass place, and you can just say, hey, do you have any of those little cloths? And put it and take it with you. You should have lots. I got lots of them. Look at all. I got so many of them. All of these travel with me everywhere I go. I have this one just to kind of like clean my phone. I got this one for the lenses. This one's for the lenses. This is for the phone. You can't go wrong. Thank you, Jay-Z. Jazzy says, amen. I got some amens. Okay, the amens are coming in late. You have to support your communities. Like I was saying, I just raised my support of Don Lemon, but now I got to get rid of my Hulu. I was like, I'm getting rid of Hulu. I don't look at it as much as I normally do. And also, I'm not a big supporter of Disney these days because of their stance on DEI. So I say, you know what? Let me get rid of my Hulu and support independent media. I look at Don Lemon every day. I look at Don Lemon every day. And a bunch of others, like The Bulwark, Midas Touch. I have to support independent media because that's where I dwell every day. So I'm getting rid of the things that I don't dwell every day. Hulu, I very rarely watch. So Hulu will be going away today because Gwendolyn and I talked about this yesterday. Jay-Z says, thank you, Ron, for all that you do. Thank you. I love doing it. I love being here for you all. Diane says, watch Daredevil. Oh, nope. Try not to. Like I said, Disney's on my bad list. What is he on, Don? What is he on? Don is on YouTube. YouTube, Instagram, but mainly on YouTube. And now he's on Substack. Secret. I may have an opportunity to photograph Don Lemon. Can't give you the dates, can't give you the times, but I may have an opportunity to photograph one of my favorite people on the planet. So I am excited about that. What is he on? Yeah, you will find Don Lemon and also the Midas Touch, also the Bulwark. Those are beautiful, great networks with lots of people that tell the truth, give you media, give you information, give you global reports, sharing what's happening in this administration, sharing stuff that the news never covers. Support independent media, and then support we micro people like myself. I'm not an independent media. I'm not a broadcaster of trained journalists. I'm a photojournalist. I'm not a reporter. Support those that support you. Don't be that church member that just comes in and sucks everybody dry, just keeps taking, and never give to the community. Because then another one I also support is Roland Martin. Right? They're going to give you truth. Truth is what you want. Support Indie Soup. Right? Support Indie Soup. Well, I can go. My gratitude to Indie Soup, to Dr. Tachi, and create. She took us. She used to just be on with her show, and then she said, "Wait a minute, I can do better. I can do bigger. I can help more people." And she took a step of faith and started Indie Soup last year. 1 year later, more than 25,000 subscribers. And Indie Soup needs support. Support those that support you. So important. Cass says, awesome. Rashawn says, amen. Daisy says, I thought so. I'm going to start watching Don. Yes, I watch him every morning, every day, all day. I get all my notifications. You wanted to go with the best. As a matter of fact, it was so funny because Don mentioned this morning that he has become so successful that the New York Times wrote an article about it, the elimination. I was in a meeting for the mayors, for one of the mayor candidates running 2 weeks ago. And my chairman of the board texted me while we were in this meeting. She goes, I see you in the elimination. So we're having this chat behind the scenes. And yeah, guys, support those things that you love, that help. At least I gave Dr. Tachi's in the building, sending those, got her hearts up. Yes, right. Support what Dr. Tachi does. So many. Last week we had Dr. Vibe on here, right? Dr. Vibe is on repeat on Indie Soup, just like I am. You can find Gwendolyn on Indie Soup, right? Shirley, not Shirley. You know what I'm talking about. Poetry. My brain froze. Poetry. You'll find some of the people in this community have shows. Chris, some of us have shows on Indie Soup, on that network. So on Roku and a bunch of other platforms. Exposure. Again, like I said, if you want to advertise here, you can do that. Because again, if you advertise here, that means now you're on Indie Soup, you're on here, and then we can support Indie Soup, right? Because I'm looking for the day that all of us who are on Indie Soup, we start, Dr. Tachi, she's not getting paid. And she needs to get paid and compensated for all the work she does over at Indie Soup. Not once has she ever said, hey guys, pay me money. Not once. And she does hard work. Let's support one another. Okay, I'm now off my soapbox on that matter. Okay, guys. So tomorrow is our water cooler day. We'll have water cooler conversations. Who knows what'll be in the news tomorrow, because every day there's something in the news. We're gonna have our panel discussion. So, and if you want to become part of the panel discussion, don't be afraid to come on. That's why I have this QR code. You can always pop in. Right? This little QR code. Pop in. This is not is like only just 4 people pop up. No, you're more than welcome to talk. You could use this platform as this of what it feels like to be on a screen. I mean, obviously come with some, really come with something that you want to come with. Right? But again, we're here. We're a community. Let's build our community, and we'll have a strong community that looks out for one another. Mimi says to Dr. Tachi, but the bag dollars is coming, Dr. Tachi. Lisa says, yes, they talked about the Substack. I am on Substack also. Substack is a place where writers go. I'm going to start writing, start writing again. But you'll see a lot of the news anchored Costa. There's so many of them. John Lemon just signed up. There's a bunch of folks. John Lemon did an amazing write-up of his time with his mom and his sister, and quite moving. He shared it yesterday. It was really moving. And at the end of his sharing, everyone's in tears. But yeah, get out there and support. Bryson says, Mimi, okay, I'll give you mine. He has 2 lives a day. Yep, he has 2 lives a day in the morning, and he has one at 5 live at 5. Support Indie Soup Media. Got that. Okay, guys, we're ready. Let you guys go. Guys, hit the likes, hit subscribe, and share this channel, share this platform, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, love ya. Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, and leave a comment on this video. I would love to hear from you. Thank you again. Until I see you next time.